So much to learn about the nervous system. How are we going to learn it all before the test? That's okay, we can just quiz each other. Oh, that will work. What are neurons? Neurons are cells that transmit the impulse between parts of the nervous system. There are 3 classes of them. What are they? Oh, you mean sensory neurons, motor neurons, and interneurons? Yes, exactly. Okay, well I know what they are, but what do they do? Well, they all have different jobs. Sensory neurons are parts of the PNS and take messages to the CNS. Some have sensory receptors too. What are those? They are special structures that detect when changes are in the environment. What about interneurons? Interneurons lie partially in PNS and partially in CNS. Receive input from the sensory neurons and other interneurons, then they sum up all the messages before communicating with the motor neurons. Motor neurons are parts of the PNS. They take messages away from the CNS and organ muscles and fiber glands, which then carry out a response in environmental change. Wow, that's a lot of information. That's just the start. There are 3 parts of all neurons. The cell body, which contains the nucleus, dendrites, and everything from the left of the cell body. They receive signals from others and send it to the cell axons that are right of the cell body. Don't the axons have some kind of protectors? Yes, it's called the myelin sheath. In PNS, it's formed by Schwann cells. Does it protect all axons? No. There are gaps between the myelin sheath. They are called nodes of Ranvier. Are we done yet? Not yet, okay? So, what does this all mean? Well, have you ever burnt your hand and put it like in a hot water or on a stove? Yes, of course. Well, it was your neurons that showed you that it hurt and told you to pull your hand off. How so? Well, your sensory neurons pick up the change in the temperature around your hand. It realizes that the temperature is so hot that it tells you to pull your hand away quick without you even knowing that it's already burnt. That's why when you pull it out, it hurts more when you take it out. But by the time you took your hand out, wouldn't it already have burnt it? Yes, that's why we have a reflex arc. Wait, what's a reflex arc? Well, it's like an emergency switch that tells you to take your hand out before your brain can tell you to do it yourself. So, by the time your brain realizes that you're burning your hand, you've already pulled it out. And that's why it feels hotter after you pull your hand out. Oh, well that makes sense. Yes, and that are the neurons.